Right, Mark Hunt versus Gary Goodridge in these heavyweight slugfest match. They touch gloves. Mark Hunt's a very big puncher, and so is Gary Goodridge. This is the battle of the monsters tonight. A huge right hand by Gary Goodridge here. Goodridge looks more fit, probably has a little more speed in his movements and his punches. But Mark Hunt is a tremendous puncher, and even though he doesn't look like he's in shape, he's a very, very fierce competitor, and he's in better shape than he looks. Isn't that right, fighter for JC?
That's right, cousin. And you just saw Mark Hunt attempt a high kick right there. Amazing. And he just blocked the left hook from Gary Goodridge, but he took a huge right hand there, and I think Mark Hunt's in trouble, folks.
Yes, he is, but look at him. Mark Hunt also has a very, very good chin. That's one of his strong traits. His chin, he can take a punch, and he just got taken down by Big Daddy Goodridge. And the back up again, and now Mark Hunt takes him down and does a little bit of ground and pound.
Good punches there by Goodridge.
And down goes Mark Hunt. Hunt is in trouble, folks. He's in trouble. Can Gary Goodridge finish him off? He's in huge trouble here, Mark Hunt. He's covering up. And he scrambles, and they're back up. Wow. And a good counter uppercut by Mark Hunt there.
I think it is to Mark Hunt's best interest to take Gary Goodridge down. Mark Hunt is the better puncher overall, but right now the difference in speed is apparent.
A good counter right hand there by Hunt. Tries a combination with a short on the left hook, and eats another right hand. Good kick to the body there by Mark Hunt, and he eats a left hook, and he tries the overhand right. And a huge left hook by Mark Hunt, and he tried to stamp. And Gary Goodridge is in trouble here. Mark's gonna try to finish him off. And down goes Gary Goodridge. Now he's in trouble. Wow. And he grabs Mark Hunt, and now Mark Hunt is on top of him. Not a very comfortable situation.
Nope. Mark Hunt is a pretty big guy, and it's not really very fun to be mounted by anyone his size. He took Goodridge's back there for a second, but right now Gary Goodridge doing a good job defending himself while being mounted.
I know, left hook by, and the right, and the left, and the right by Mark Hunt in the mount, and Goodridge was hurt. He was hurt, folks. Wow. What a slugfest this has turned out to be between two of the strongest heavyweights in MMA history. Gary Goodridge
and Mark Hunt.
And he's got his back now. And he's got the mount, the back. What's Mark Hunt gonna do now? He's trying to flatten him out.
That's not too hard, being as fat as Mark Hunt is. He can flatten anybody out. Good escape by Gary Goodridge there. That was a very impressive move by Gary.
Now he's jabbing, and they're back up on their feet. And this is Gary Goodridge's strong point here in this fight. It's really to his advantage to keep the fight standing. He is quicker, and he's in better shape. But Mark Hunt's got the better hairdo. Good sprawl there.
And a huge knee by Mark Hunt. And good move right there by Gary Goodridge. Now he's trying to work inside Mark Hunt's guard. Let's see what Mark Hunt can do. And he takes Gary Goodridge down.
Some body shots by Mark Hunt there. And a left and a right. And Gary Goodridge is out. He's out, folks. Wow. Wow. Mark Hunt knocked out Gary Goodridge in the guard. Wow!
That was magnificent. You hardly see that in MMA, knocking people out inside their guard. That was some scary power demonstrated there by Mark Hunt.
Ouch! Right there, right at the jaw, and then he fouled it up with another punch when he was already out. He's a vicious, vicious martial artist. Bam! That left right there, and Gary Goodridge was out. Bam! Right there, Gary Goodridge was out.
It looks like Gary Goodridge is still out of it. Look at his face. He has no idea where he is at.
And Mark Hunt wins by knockout. Amazing. Wow. Mark Hunt, the winner tonight.